hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I'm slowly building up a little collection of my YouTube videos, so if you like my content then hit subscribe and you'll be notified for all of the new ones to come. So today I've got quite an interesting topic. It's after I saw this comment on Facebook and I realised I've been asked this quite a lot, and it's quite a genuine question. I think people have a right to be wondering why we do this. So I want to talk about why vegans still eat mock meat and alternative animal products such as dairy-free cheese or patties and things like that if we don't eat meat. So the comment that was on Facebook, it made me laugh a little bit. I just don't get it. Why do vegans want fake meat? It defeats the purpose of not eating meat. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You are still enjoying the taste just like meat flavour. So I thought it was quite funny when I read it. So yeah, I've written down 6 points as to why we still eat that, and I wasn't planning on filming any YouTube videos today, but I was at the supermarket and I've just moved to Australia at this point, and I found some new products at the supermarket. So one of them was, just set that up there, I found this roast duck. So to be honest, since I've changed my diet, one of the only things I've really craved still is duck, which is weird because I've only probably had it 2 or 3 times my whole life in a Thai red curry kind of thing. So I don't know if it was something in the fat or the protein that my body was craving, but also I shouldn't be choosing favourites, but out of everything, ducks are one of my favourite animals, and I saw in this documentary it was just showcasing how different people are brought up in different ways. So if they're brought up to kill animals by their parents, that's why it's more normalised to them. And this guy literally cut this duck's head off with an axe on camera, and they were his pets. So every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just have it as a treat, and all I can think about is that on camera. So I haven't gone back to it, and I've never found a mock meat like that, so that's pretty cool. So I'm interested to try it. There's also, I've had chicken-free chicken before. Weird thing, out of everything, I never want to eat chicken ever again. I think it smells, it repulses me. I don't like the texture, I don't like the thought of it. But the mock meat I crave more than anything is chicken-free chicken, so I don't know why. But it's really nice for protein, or say if you want to sprinkle a little bit on your salad. So yeah, some of the ingredients, they just add like wheat and pea protein, water, rehydrated starch, protein isolates, potato protein, natural flavors, some white pepper, salt, iron and B12. So that's like pretty good, I think, and can be just a nice way to bulk up your meals. And with the duck, they have wheat protein, vegetable oil, seasonings, soy sauce, sugar and salt. So that's pretty basic. So yeah, so 6 reasons why we still eat these mock meat alternatives on occasion. Number 1, it's great for people who are just making the transition, so it's not so much of a drastic change. If you go from eating meat, some people are eating it 2 to 3 times a day. They have bacon and eggs for breakfast, then you have a chicken or ham sandwich for lunch, and then you have a casserole for dinner or lamb for dinner. So it's quite a lot for someone to go from that and all of those intense flavors and intense textures to just eating healthy straight away with nothing in it. So it can be a nice way. You just add a little bit of seasoning to your meals, or if you're craving something more hearty, you just have a mock meat. Number 2, it's great for a treat when you have meat cravings. So I still have cravings for it sometimes. Sometimes you feel like something a little bit more dense, but that means that we can still enjoy the taste and the flavour of it without actually having to kill another animal. So that one's pretty basic. Number 3, you can add protein to meals if you get sick of beans and legumes. So sometimes I'll add some black beans into my stir fry, or add black beans into a Mexican style salad with avocado and tomato, or into a wrap. Or you can add chickpeas to your veggies and salads, or lentils into your casseroles, or your, what's it called, those slow cooker recipes. But sometimes you just don't want beans and you don't want peas or chickpeas, and it can be easy to get sick of it. So if you get the quality types of the mock meat that use good ingredients, then you can still add that little boost of protein to your meals. Next one, you can take them to barbecues or when you have guests over. So if you go into a barbecue, some people still like to have it cooked separate, so you might put it on the top grill so it doesn't have all the meat fat on it, or some people don't mind if it's cooked. I probably would rather have it grilled so it's kept separate. But you can take a veggie patty so you can still have your burger, or take some sausages, some veggie sausages, and then you're not just left out in the corner. You can still fit in like everyone else, but without having to eat the animals. The next one, number 5, it can add flavour and texture to dishes so they aren't so empty, and yeah, just so they aren't so empty. I like to bulk up a lot of my meals with lots of nuts and seeds, or for carbs you can add some roast pumpkin and kumara to your salads, or some brown rice. There's lots of options. I always love hemp seeds and just adding lots of nice fats and proteins to it, but sometimes you just want a little bit of something extra on the side depending on what the meal is. You don't need this all the time. These mock meats in Australia are really cheap, but when I was in New Zealand it really added up, so probably limit it to once a week or less than that. And a lot of them are still processed, so it's not classed as a health food, but it definitely can be nice to just add that little bit extra to your meals. And the last one, they can be easier to digest than meat, but without all of the saturated fat, the hormones and the antibiotics. So the main reason I actually made the change in the first place was because I was suffering from major digestive issues, lots of bloating. I couldn't break down my food because it was this not pretty. It's really bad and really painful. So with these, you find they just kind of melt in your mouth, and it's not gritty and hard to pull apart like a steak that you chew on for ages. It more just melts in your mouth and it digests really nice. The thing with plant-based eating, you never feel uncomfortably full. You will feel full to the brim, but it's really easy to digest and it's never painful despite how much you eat. So that's one of the positives of those. So yeah, I hope that gave you a little bit of insight, and I just wanted to say that not everyone likes mock meat. Some vegans who really can't stand the taste of meat, they'll stay away from these products altogether, but they are a great option in the supermarket for people who are thinking about maybe swapping to a few plant-based meals a week, or someone who's ready to take it on but don't quite know how to go about it and still want to enjoy the taste of these things but without damaging the environment and damaging the animals and for animal welfare. So yeah, I hope you like this little video, and yeah, share it with your friends if you know anyone who's ever asking this question, because I think they have the right to know.